Hey, conscious mothers. I'm excited to be with you today. And when you come on, tell me if you can hear me, because I'm out in the birds. I needed sunshine and birds today. I need to get out of my office, so I'm in my outside behind my house. Today, this is a pretty exciting topic. So I'm going to be explaining to you one major belief that really stands in mothers' ways of realizing their freedom. And when I say freedom, I mean feeling joyful, getting to be present for yourself, for your kids, enjoying them while they're little, carving out time and space for yourself to do the things that make you happy. And the step before that, noticing what makes you happy, right? So we're going to be diving into those things today. And what I want to start with is, I'll be sharing what that belief is and where we get tripped up, but I just want to give a little bit of a picture of what I see happening for moms and going through this transformation of living in accordance with this limiting belief to being free of this limiting belief, having rewritten their motherhood story. And the difference is night and day in terms of happiness, enjoyment, and the love that flows through our families. And I'm including myself in that. I have 2 girls that are still young and a husband who I'm still having to co-parent with and work things out with on a daily basis and have a lot of productive communication with. And if any piece of me wasn't working, then, as you guys well know, then the whole system kind of falls apart. And we could look at that 2 ways. Well, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. But the other side is, well, do I want to be happy or not? Do I want to realize my own joy or not? My joy is going to bring joy to others. Hi, Annie. I'm so glad you're here. I see you. Okay, you guys. So tell me if you can hear me when you come on. Say hi. Give me a wave or a thumbs up. I might not be able to see it on my phone. I just realized I might not see comments. All right. Well, I hope it's working. I might be able to see likes and hearts. If you can hear me, try that, and I'll see if I can see that. I'm just going to go for it. Hi, Marnie. Tell me if you can hear me. I'm just going to go for it. Let's see if this works. So you guys, one of the biggest limiting beliefs is around resources in motherhood, okay? We have this idea in our minds, and I hear this all the time in conversations with women, those of you who reach out to me, and we have a clarity call and we're exploring really like where are you stuck, where are you limited, what's not working. And often the places that people are stuck is there hasn't been for years enough time. There's not enough resources, not enough money, time for me, space for me to meet my own needs, right? For me to even notice what I need. And tell me if you get stuck in this trap. So the trap is that we have this thought that says there's not enough of what I need in order to feel calm or fulfilled or to work on me so that I can create that kind of better life. So that there's not enough knowledge, there's not enough time, there's not enough space, maybe there's not enough money, resources, whatever it is. So that's the belief that's kicking moms in the butt in motherhood. And the reason why it's there is because we have to, when we become moms and we are reading everyone else's feelings and needs and all of that stuff, we're developing a new part of our brain. We've never done that before. Maybe we felt like there was plenty of time before we had kids, but now we're just so deep in it up to our eyeballs in trying to take care of everyone else and keep them happy or keep the husband from getting upset or the partner or keep the child from having a meltdown or, or having a power struggle. So we're doing all this stuff. We're using up a ton of energy because we think we have to, because there's a belief that says, well, there's not enough time and energy and whatever for me, so I'm going to do all of them first. Right? I'll do me later. Someday when things settle or when I have a better handle on this or when my kids grow a little bit older, then at that point I will, I'll then notice me and what I need. I'll do the work to heal me. I'll do the the work to prioritize me, or I'll figure that out later. Okay, so this is a massive limiting belief, you guys. This belief is keeping moms so entrenched in the loops that create overwhelm, exhaustion, depletion, resentment, right? All of that. So if you see these patterns in yourself where you are feeling annoyed, irritated, angry, wishing everyone would go away, wanting to get on a plane and escape, wanting to run away from home, or thinking what I'm doing isn't working, like it's never going to be enough, then likely this belief is the one that's holding you back, okay? So it's in there for almost everyone in some format, not enough. I can't. I'll fail if I try to do this. I'll fail. And so it keeps us spinning wheels through exhaustion. It keeps us blaming ourselves when things don't work. It keeps us feeling in despair and keeps us feeling defeated. So I'm going to ask you now, what is the number one resource that you believe that if you had it would make the biggest shift in your day-to-day reality of how you feel as a woman, as a mom, as a partner? And resources are usually time, energy. Those are the two biggest ones for moms. Money. There may be another one that comes up for you. Patience, knowledge. I don't know enough yet. Support, if only family lived nearby, right? Anything your mind tells you that you need to get from somewhere else. So tell me now in the comments, what is the number one resource that you catch yourself thinking or feeling? It's just go with your first instinct. If I had that, when I have that, when money's flowing a little better for us and our family, when we have savings, when we have extra, when I have extra time, when the kids are a little bit older and I feel more relaxed, then I'll do me. Or then I'll do that thing to invest in me, or then I'll start my business, or then I'll heal my marriage, or then I'll get divorced. But until then, like for now, I'm just going to keep doing things the way that I'm doing them because I'm in survival mode and it's all that I know, right? Sleep. That's a good resource to name, Annie. Because I know you. I'm giggling at that one. I'll sleep when, but I'm going to take it seriously for a moment for everyone else's sake and for yours. I'll sleep, what's the funny phrase? I'll sleep when I'm dead. Workaholics say that one. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'll sleep when the kids don't need me as much. I'll set that boundary for myself to have rest when their needs aren't as big. So again, it traces back to the same belief. Later, when things outside of me don't need me so much, then I'll be able to prioritize my needs. But you know what? You never will. And I'll tell you why you never will. Not you, Annie, you, but you, collective you, anyone who's stuck in this belief. The reason why it's not going to ever get easier for you is this. Life is a reflection of what we feel and believe inside. And when we're running a limiting belief that says there isn't enough time or energy or money for me to take care of me, I've got to do everyone else, you're operating on that program. And within that program, you are running that in all aspects of your relationships, your career path, your home, your friendships. It's going to be there. Some aspects you'll see it more clearly, like family always. That's the biggest mirror that we have is our families. It isn't that the kid is off the hook, so I'm tired. It isn't that the partner is not growing and owning his own stuff or her own stuff, so I'm depleted. It's I allow myself to be depleted. I allow myself to continue in this way, in spite of things not being the way that I want them to be. Okay, so it's like you have a really high tolerance for depletion and exhaustion because that belief drives it up. So you take a lot of crap. You take a lot of stuff that you don't need to be taking on because the belief says, I don't matter, and they all have to come first, and my number one job, and if I'm not living up to it, I'm failing, is to make sure they're all okay, they're all happy, and everyone's needs are met. When what's really happening inside of you is there aren't any needs that are being met. I mean, I know how moms roll, licking the scraps off the kid's plate instead of feeding yourself and nourishing your body, taking that spare 5 minutes and scrolling on your phone because it's not enough time to really do anything, and there's really no connection to anything better inside of you anyway, so there's nothing to resource there. Okay, so I love you all, and that's why I'm telling you the truth. The truth is that belief that has control over you, that is fear-based, that is totally limiting your joy on a daily basis, and the level of fun you can be having with your kids every day, with yourself every day, is not serving you. It's not serving you. And you know what else isn't serving you? Thinking, I'll deal with it when? I'll deal with my own joy and happiness. I'll deal with my overwhelm. I'll work on myself or deal with my anxiety or something when there's more space and time. And you guys, there just never will be. So here's the thing. When you notice a pattern in your life, most of the time you're ready to change that pattern. That is the miracle of how awareness and the subconscious mind and the conscious mind work together for our healing. When you notice a pattern, you are likely ready to heal it, to change it, to put it through the shredder if it's not working for you. So when you notice you're resenting a partner, when you notice you're snapping at your kids, when you notice that you do that because you're depleted, and you intuit that that's because you're not taking care of your own needs because you don't know how, you see a pattern. And when you see that pattern, I want to give you the hope and the knowing and the truth, which is that you can change that. And is everybody ready? No. Do I talk to a lot of moms who chicken out? Yeah, of course I do. Were there years when I was chickening out from doing my own healing work? Yeah, you better believe it. But then I got ready. And how did I know I was ready? Because I couldn't stand it anymore. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand feeling exhausted. I couldn't stand resenting my loved ones. I couldn't stand the fact that I wasn't realizing my dreams. I couldn't stand the fact that I was sleep deprived all the time. I couldn't stand it that joy was an occasional moment for me. I wasn't willing anymore to accept that story, the story from the lineage, my lineage, from the lineage of all women in the generation above us, that says, I don't get to do for me. Moms don't get time to rest. Oh yeah, dads, they can do whatever they want, but moms, no, we don't get to. I wanted to burn that story. I wanted to torch that story, because until I burned it, it was going to persist. I was going to keep recreating it, and I was going to accept the projections of other people, that's the life I had to live. And the beauty is, you guys, we all get to choose. We get to choose the how, the when, the readiness, the commitment, the dedication. But I'm here to tell you that if you're ready to change that story, if you're ready to disassemble that limiting belief and create a story and a truth for you that is aligned with your heart, that is wanting connection, peace of mind, joy, joyful moments with your kids, predictably, every day, not just occasionally when circumstances align, but you create it effortlessly, easily. And that's the piece I don't want you to miss. The kind of joy I'm talking about is ease. The kind of connection is authentic. It's beautiful. It's putting your feet up and resting whenever you want. And then having kids say, will you play with me? And you being like, Mommy's taking a rest right now. What do you want to do for your rest time? I'm owning it. Like, that's what we get to do, because we're mothers, because we're leaders, because we are the intuitive leaders of our families, because no one can do it but us. Because when we do it, we get to tap into a much bigger space and time on our terms. And we get to teach our kids how to do the same, so that nobody can tell them who they are or who they are not. They are thriving when we are thriving. Our marriage is up-leveling when we thrive. And when we are depleted, our marriage struggles or falls apart. Right? That's it. So I know that you guys doubt yourselves. I know you watch my lives and you think, oh, and I should reach out to Honor. I know, because you tell me. Or you think someday I'll do that. When I'm ready, I'll do that. And I'm talking to you right now. If you have had that thought, if you have said to yourself, I want to believe that it's true, but I don't believe that I can do it, or I'll do it later. I am speaking to you to say, when you see the pattern, you're ready to change it. Every day that you wait to hire the expert, to reach out for the support, to learn the new system, to upgrade the system, every day that you wait is a day lost that you could be living in joy, that you could be living in freedom, that you could be living with intention and with purpose. So I just want to leave you with that. So you guys, if that resonates for you and you haven't yet worked with me and you're here thinking and watching all these women and hearing their stories of transformation and thinking, I wonder what it would be like to step into more freedom and if I could have it. The only way we're going to know is if we connect. So reach out to me. Okay, I'm still doing all my calls. You will get me when you book a call, and we're going to have a real conversation about where you're stuck and what you're wanting. And I will never blow smoke up your behind. If I do not know for sure that you can have what you want and I can get you there and Awakened Motherhood is the path for you, then I won't get anywhere near an invite to let you in. And some people get mad about that, but that's because I love you. That's because I don't want to set you up for failure. I want to know for sure that I can help you. And so if I can, then there's a chance that I'm going to invite you in. And if I do, that means you're going to have the changes that you want. You've got to be ready, though, for the level of commitment, for the level of joy that you're going to have. You got to be ready to let go of the crap that's not working. Not the relationships themselves, but your own like resistance or barriers to love, to compassion, to gentleness, right? Okay. So that's the crux of it. So reach out to me. You can message me if you're too scared to book a call. Message me and tell me a little bit about what's going on, and I'll tell you if it's a good idea for us to talk or not. That's okay too. You guys, I want to hear you comment below. So a couple things. One, and thanks for your comments. And yay, I see you, Kim. I'm so glad you're here. So I want you to comment below. What is the number one resource that you catch yourself thinking, when I have more of that, I'll do the thing that I need to do or want to do, right? And we do this all the time with like losing weight and health goals, other health goals, fitness goals, that, when there's a little more time, when the kids are a little older, and it's never going to be easy. It's just not. It always is going to take commitment. It's always going to take owning your needs and wants. It's always going to take standing in your power a little bit more than you are right now. But that's what we're here to help you with. And that's the piece that I teach. And so if you're struggling with that, then that's exactly why I reach out. So I encourage you, invite you to book a call with me. We'll have an honest conversation about where you are and what's going on. So reach out if you want to. Number one resource down below that you catch yourself thinking, when I have that thing, if I had more of that, I would. And I want to hear about it. Okay. As far as anything else that was helpful too, drop it in the comments. You guys, I'm so thankful you're here. I'm so grateful for this community, for the ways that you all show up, that you support each other, that you have each other's backs. Do not hesitate to post, to share. That goes for all of my people, my AM Awakened Motherhood people, as well as all of you who are in this community. If you're here, you have a voice. You have a part in it. You have something to say. You can ask for help. You may want help and need help. Ask for it. There are so many hands here to help hold you. So use the space, you guys. I'm the only one usually and my people who ever post and share. But this group is totally a community that's here for you. So don't hesitate to ask. Okay, use it. I want to see you showing up more. All right. Lots of love. You guys have a great day.